Baldur's Gate 3 has well over 600 spells and spell effects. In this video series, I will be ranking the top 10 spells for each and every spell level, so make sure you leave me a like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Today we are ranking the top 10 best 3rd level spells of the 36 currently available in Baldur's Gate 3. This is the 4th video in the series, so make sure you check out our spell ranking playlist to ensure you're ready to take on whatever may cross your path. Now with that out of the way, let's get nerdy. Starting the level 3 spell ranking off at number 10 is Revivify. Revivify is a necromancy spell which is available to the cleric and paladin, which allows these casters to bring a recently deceased companion back to life. This spell has a range of 30 feet and also affects a 30 feet radius upon casting, restoring life to creatures, healing any fatal wounds or injuries that caused its death. Revivify offers a chance for parties to revive a fallen ally quickly, keeping the flow of the game dynamic and suspenseful. Revivify's usefulness is somewhat watered down in video game format, as one can simply just load up an earlier save if one or more of the party members bite the big one, and that's why it's not higher up in the ranking. For hardcore players that play the cards they are dealt, this is easily one of the best level 3 spells out there. In 9th place is Core Lightning. Core Lightning is an evocation spell available to the Druid and Tempest Domain Cleric, allowing them to summon the power of nature to call down a bolt of lightning upon their foes. The caster designates a point within 60 feet that becomes the center of a raging storm cloud, covering a radius of 7 feet. On subsequent rounds, as an action, the player can call a bolt of lightning to strike a target within the affected area, dealing 3d10 lightning damage on a failed dexterity saving throw, or half as much on a successful one. This spell offers a potent range damage option and the ability to strike multiple times during its duration, making it effective against groups of enemies. Finding its place at 8th on the ranking is Haste. Haste is from the Transmutation School of Magic, which is available to sorcerers and wizards, and bestows supernatural speed upon a target creature within 30 feet for a duration of 10 rounds. These flash-like powers doubles the target's movement speed, granting them a +2 bonus to armor class, gives them advantage on dexterity saving throws, and they also receive an additional action on each of their turns. However, once the spell effects fade, the hasted creature becomes lethargic. Grab Haste, cast it on your friendly neighborhood barbarian, fighter, paladin or rogue, and get your popcorn ready. Continuing with the lightning vibes at number 7 is Lightning Bolt. From the Evocation School of Magic and available to sorcerers and wizards, it conjures a powerful bolt of lightning that shoots forth in a straight line from the caster's fingertips. This cracking whip of electrical energy deals 8d6 lightning damage to all creatures caught in its path, unless they make a successful dexterity saving throw to take half damage instead. While it lacks the versatility of spells with additional effects, its pure damage potential can be devastating, especially against creatures vulnerable to lightning damage, or perhaps standing in a pool of water or blood. In 6th place overall from the Conjuration School of Magic is Spirit Guardians. A cleric exclusive spell, allowing them to call forth protective spirits that surround them in a 15-foot radius. These spirits, you guessed it, guard the caster for 10 turns, halving the speed of any hostile creatures that enter or start their turn within the spell area, as well as dealing a very respectable 3d8 damage to boot. The damage is radiant or necrotic, forcing the affected creatures to make wisdom saving throws, halving the damage on a successful save. Spirit Guardians is great, as it serves both as an offensive and defensive spell. It not only deals consistent damage to nearby enemies, but it also can deter foes from entering the area due to the potential harm they face. 5th place overall goes to Mass Healing Word. Mass Healing Word is an evocation spell available to the Bard and Cleric, allowing them to utter a healing word that radiates out and restores hit points to a maximum of 6 allies within a 60-foot radius centered on the caster. The spell instantly heals a small amount of hit points equal to 1d4 plus the caster's spellcasting ability modifier. Unlike regular healing word, this spell targets multiple creatures simultaneously, making it a valuable option for quickly restoring the health of multiple party members during combat or in dire situations. Its relatively low level requirement and bonus action casting time make it a strategic choice for healers, ensuring they can still use their action for something else in the same turn. One spot shy of the podium at number 4 is the transmutation spell Grant Flight. Available to the Warlock, Sorcerer and Wizard, it grants the ability of flight to a creature for a duration of 10 turns. As such, the target gains a flying speed equal to their walking speed, allowing them to hover, ascend and descend freely in the air. Flight is a versatile ability that offers mobility and advantages both in and out of combat, allowing characters to bypass obstacles, engage enemies from advantageous positions, and explore environments from a different perspective. Casters can also use it to rescue allies from hazardous situations or reach otherwise inaccessible areas. The spell's limitations, such as the concentration requirement and the risk of falling if concentration is broken, adds an element of challenge and tactical consideration. Breaking its way into the top 3 is Hypnotic Pattern. Hypnotic Pattern is an illusion spell which, when cast, creates a twisting pattern of colors, shapes and lights in a 30-foot radius within a maximum effective range of 60 feet, and available to the Bard, Sorcerer, Warlock and Wizard classes. Creatures within the area that fail a Wisdom saving throw are hypnotized, becoming mesmerized by the pattern and can't move or take actions, bonus actions or reactions. The spell ends if they take damage or if someone uses an action to shake them out of their trance. Hypnotic Pattern is a potent crowd control spell that can incapacitate multiple enemies, effectively removing them from a combat situation for its duration. Hypnotic Pattern showcases the Illusion School's ability to manipulate perception and create effects that have a powerful impact on the course of an encounter. In at second place, coming from the Abjuration School of Magic and available to Sorcerers, Warlocks and Wizards, is Counterspell. Counterspell allows a spellcaster to attempt to interrupt and negate the casting of another spell. When an opponent within 60 feet begins casting a spell, the caster of Counterspell can use their reaction and expend a 3rd level spell slot, instantly interrupting the spell being cast, causing it to have no effect. When attempting to counterspell a spell cast with a spell slot above 3rd level, the odds of successfully negating its effects decrease. This means to guarantee a successful counterspell, your character needs to cast the counterspell at the same level or higher than the spell being counterspelled. Counterspell provides a powerful defensive tool against enemy spellcasters, giving players a chance to foil potential dangerous spells before they take effect. It introduces an element of strategy and tension into magical combat, as both sides must consider the possibility of their spells being countered. And at number 1, the quintessential spell known for its explosive and destructive power is Fireball. Available to the Sorcerer, Wizard, Light Domain Cleric and Fiend Warlock, when cast it creates a bright streak and an explosive burst of flame in a 20-foot radius sphere centered at a point the caster can see within 60 feet. Creatures caught within the area must make a dexterity saving throw. Those who fail it take 8d6 fire damage, while those who succeed take half damage, and its damage increases with 1d6 for every spell slot used above 3rd level. Fireball is prized for its ability to deal substantial damage across an area. Its large radius and high damage potential can clear groups of weaker enemies, weakening or eliminating them in a single powerful blast. It also sets everything flammable alight, so pair this with another AoE spell like Grease for maximum carnage. Thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. If you liked any of this or found it interesting, please remember to leave me a like down below. Be sure to let me know on your way out what are your favorite level 3 spells. Hope to see you again soon.